I want to show you guys how you can actually live a life and you can build your systems and run your entire business from anywhere. This is absolutely the coolest thing that I've done for myself. And I want to share this with you guys. You can see the latest post here in the community and grab the guide there. If you missed any training, you can go into the learning tab here and go to the live coaching replays. And you will see all of the training that I've done from, let me mute this because it usually starts talking. Okay. You'll see all of the training that I've done here this entire year. And if you go all the way back to May, you'll see when I started doing Claude training. However, I will say don't focus so much on, okay, I'm going to binge watch these videos and become an expert on Claude. What I recommend that you do is just choose a task that you want to complete, and you can check out all of the different training here to see if any of this training matches the task that you want to complete. You'll also see here in this example, the guide here for this training. So the best thing I recommend, figure out something that you need to automate that you're already doing and you want to use Claude to do that. Look through the training, see if there's something even close to what you're trying to build. Take the guide, put it into Claude and say, help me build this. And then you can add any of your customizations that you need. That's really the best way to get started using AI, because if you just try to practice and build out systems that are not actually going to be beneficial to you, then actually you're wasting time and credits. And we certainly don't want to do that. All right. So let's actually get into today's training. Now you see, I'm using Phone Link here, which is just a Windows tool that I use, and you can connect your phone. And then you can see here, this is actually my live account here. And I just connected my phone, pulled up the app called Windows Link. Okay, I don't know if Mac has a version of this, but just wanted to explain to you what I'm using because every time I do this, somebody says, how did you do that? So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know. Okay, so how to run your business from your phone. So what I'm going to show you how to do is, of course, use Claude. And we're going to download the mobile app. And you can see here that we have the chats. If you go into a chat, you will see all of your different chats that you have here. You can go into all of your different projects that you have available, any artifacts that you've built here. And you can also access even Claude Code. So if you literally want to build apps and systems using code without actually writing the code, you can use your phone to do that as well. And you also have Cowork. So with Cowork, it allows you to obviously streamline your tasks. You can build your tasks in Cowork. You can build your projects. You can schedule tasks, you can do all these things that you can do using the desktop version of Claude, but now you have access to this on your phone. So I can literally be laying in bed with my phone, and instead of doing what I normally do, I want to add this new feature into my weekly social promo, like you can see here. I just need to click into the scheduled runs. Since this is my live account, I don't really want to expose any data or info, but I would just click here and then just start having the conversation exactly like I would if I was on my desktop computer. This is all accessible. Everything that you can do on your phone or on the desktop, you can do here. You can also dispatch, and when I explain to you what dispatch means, you can check all of your recent conversations. Like I said, everything that you can do on the desktop version, you can do with the mobile app. Now, there are some stipulations according to your plan and things like that. And that's what I want to roll through this with you to explain. So, what Claude can really do on the phone in your pocket, whether you're at a computer that needs to be on, and exactly what it costs. So, we're going to get the app, of course, that's the whole setup. There's no browser add-on, no second app. You can download Claude and sign in with the same login you use on your computer. Everything you already have is waiting for you inside your chats, your projects, your memory. Every connector you set up, it's the same account, so it's all there. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the Claude app from Google Play Store or the App Store on iPhone, and obviously sign in with the same email address. You can type it, same as always, and talk it, tap the mic, and whatever. If you're using Whisper Flow, which I love, you can also use that. Whisper Flow works everywhere. And then you can also even send a photo or take a screenshot. You can also just take the photo. So everything is very user-friendly. And if you can imagine, if you're, let's say you're at the grocery store and you see a product and you want to check the reviews, you could literally just take a picture of the product and then Claude can tell you, do search and tell you what the reviews are. It could even, if you want to, say, hey, I love this product design. Use this image and create a mock up similar to this for my own product. There's so many things you can do, you guys. That's why this is so cool. So, why this matters? Talking is the reason the phone's worth using. You can say a whole messy thought out loud in 20 seconds. Typing the same thought with your thumbs obviously takes minutes, so you never do it. Obviously, like I said, you can type this out, but it just is so easy to just pick up your phone and just speak into Claude and say what it is that you're thinking. This is also such a great strategy when you're just trying to brainstorm ideas, or maybe you see a commercial while you're watching something entertainment wise and you think, oh, that just gave me this really great idea. I wonder if I could add that to my automations and XYZ. All you have to do is pick up your phone, start talking to Claude, and say, hey, Claude, I had this idea, or I saw this commercial, and here's what I was thinking. Okay. It's really that simple. And this is going to really increase your productivity because you're not just stuck to saying, okay, these are my office hours. I'm sitting at my desk right now on my computer, and these are the times that I'm working. Well, what happens when you're at your kid's soccer game or when you're sitting in line at the DMV or something? And you have this idea, or you just want to be productive and you want to use those minutes that you're just sitting around waiting, running errands, whatever that may be, you can use that to actually work on your business. I promise you, you're going to discover you have so much free time that you never realized you had because you're waiting for things. So if you can use that time that you're waiting to build your systems and productivity and flesh out ideas, that's why the mobile app is so cool. It's not just, oh, great, we can access on our phone. It's the availability and the accessibility that you have to your entire business that the mobile app allows you to have. I could honestly talk about this all day because this is my favorite way of doing my automations because it's just so easy to just flesh out those ideas. And sometimes I'll be working on something and I will think, oh man, I'm tired. I want to get out of my office. I need to get up and walk around. I want to go out to the backyard. I want to do something. And I can do that. I can go do yard work. And if I get an idea or I have a scheduled task, it will send me a notification. And there's so many things that allows me the freedom to be able to do that because I can still run my business no matter where I'm at. So if you are on Android, anything in this guide works exactly the same for you. But almost every video that you see online is actually filmed with an iPhone. I guess iPhone is more popular for people, but I love Android. So that's what we're looking at now. You have all the same accessibility. So, does my computer have to be on? These are some common questions that people ask when it comes to dealing with the Claude desktop and the mobile version. If I'm on my phone, can I still access and build automations if my computer's completely shut down? So, your computer only needs to be on if the job needs something that is on your computer. So, think of it like this: Claude is an assistant who works from your own office. From her office, she can search the web, read the Gmail, check your calendar, pull a file out of Google Drive, write your document, and post to Slack. So all of that lives on the internet. Your house can be locked and dark. She does not need you. But some of your stuff is not on the internet. It's sitting on the desk in your house, a spreadsheet saved to your hard drive, Chrome with you already logged in, a program that only runs on your computer. If she needs something off that desk, somebody has to get it. Now, you'll notice that this is referring to Claude as she. I think we maybe need to rename her to Claudine. But that is what a computer being awake means. The door's unlocked and the lights are on. So for most solopreneurs, 9 jobs out of 10 live on the internet. So most of the time, your computer can be off, asleep, or even in a drawer. Needing it on is the exception, not the rule. So there are 2 lists here, side by side. So the computer can be off if you're chatting, talking, and dictating, photos and screenshots, searching the web, making Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF files, memory and projects, Gmail, Calendar and Drive, Slack, Canva, and Stride, tasks you schedule ahead of time. Now, the computer must be on if it's referencing files saved on your computer. Using Chrome or your computer, Claude moving your mouse, and live dashboards. So here's the part people trip on. If a job needs your computer and you close your laptop partway through, the job keeps running, but it loses its arm. Anything on the internet keeps going, anything on your desktop stops. The fix that ends this problem is you can move all of your working files off of your computer into Google Drive. So make one folder called Claude and keep the week's files in it. So now nothing needs in house. It's never on your computer. It's actually in Google Drive, which is a cloud. So no, your phone is not using Chrome. So people mix this up all the time. The Claude app is its own app. It's not a browser. It's not Chrome. You open it like you open any other app in your phone. Claude in Chrome is a computer thing. So it's an add-on for the Chrome browser on a desktop or laptop. Anthropic says it plainly, it's not supported on mobile devices. There is no Claude in Chrome on your phone. None. It does not exist. The only way your phone touches it is by telling your computer to use it, and your computer has to be awake for that. So if you're about to pay for a plan just to get Claude in Chrome on your phone, stop. It's not a thing. So save your money until you actually need it on your computer. Now, what is Dispatch? This is Dispatch here. This is confusing to people as well, so I wanted to clarify this. So Dispatch is how you send Claude into your house. It's the one feature where your own computer does the work instead of hers. Update both apps. You know you have the right version when a Dispatch tab shows up on your computer and your phone. If it will not appear, delete the desktop app and reinstall it again. So that fixes it. Turn it on your computer, open Cowork, click Dispatch on the left, get started. You can see here, if we click Dispatch, that's what it looks like here. Turn on file access and keep awake, then click Finish. And then you'll pair your phone. So you'll scan the code with your phone. The whole thing takes about 2 minutes. You'll go through that process here. Now, keeping the app awake is not enough. You also have to stop the computer itself from sleeping. So that is in the main setting. So if you're on a Mac, turn on Prevent Automatic Sleeping on Power Adapter. On Windows, set sleep to never while plugged in. And remember, closing your laptop lid puts everything to sleep no matter what you set. Now, before you rush out and buy Dispatch, it is useful, but it's non-magic, and nobody online is telling you the downside. So here they are. In one long chat forever, you cannot start a second thread. Every job you ever send piles into the same conversation. It is slow, minutes to over an hour. Send it and walk away. Do not sit and watch it. Complicated jobs work about half the time. 3 different people tested it on their own and all landed near the same number. Keep the job small. Now, when I say 3 different people, what I actually have Claude do when I create these guides is I have it go reference the most recent YouTube videos and pull in all of the tips and tricks that they have done, and obviously recent information. And so that's where it gets this data. Apparently, it found 3 different people who tested it on their own and landed in the same number. Your computer sits awake and unlocked. So for hours while you're out of the house, decide if you're okay with that before you set it up. Now, the smarter move, ask one question first. Is the thing I need sitting on my computer? If the answer is no, you don't need Dispatch at all. And if you can, just move that file to Google Drive, do that, and skip the whole thing. So what it costs and what free really gets you. Okay. So there's actually a lot more than what I thought in the free plan. Okay. So free and free, like Claude free, you can talk and take photos. You can make real files. You can save memory. You can have up to 5 projects, Gmail and calendar, and work while you sleep. No. Okay, it does not do that. So Pro, if you're on the $20 plan, everything's free, as many projects as you want. You can hand off the whole job, schedule tasks, dispatch, and it does work while you sleep. So handing off a whole job eats far more of your monthly allowance than chatting does. One big research and rate job can use up what 50 to 100 normal messages would. Chat and talk all day long. Save the big handoffs for the work that's worth it. So say these out loud to your phone once you download it. I've given you some example prompts here to just help you get used to how this all works. So write me a post about the offer I just described in my voice. So basically, you're just talking for about 30 seconds. Look at the screenshot. Tell me what this number means and what I should do about it. What came in overnight that actually needs me today? This is a good one because oftentimes I'm running YouTube and Google ads and I want to check on the ads and I might just, of course, I could schedule a task, but sometimes I'm just laying in bed and I'm thinking, I wonder how that ad's doing because I just made some updates today. I want to see if it's approved and if it's delivering. I can just pick up my phone and say, hey, check my ads and tell me, how are they doing? You guys, it's like you're going to be blown away if you start using this. How many times you actually think of things that now, instead of just thinking of them and hopefully writing a note, you can just pick up your phone and start speaking to Claude. And even if it's like an idea that you have and you just want to like add it to a Claude conversation, when you come back to work the next day or later on or whatever it is, and you're sitting at your computer, that conversation is still there. So you can continue working on that, even if you're just literally, oh, I have a great idea. I just need to get this like written down somewhere. Just pick up Claude and start describing it because not only will it document what you just said, but it will also help you flesh out ideas and even do some research. So you can say, hey, I have a great idea for an app, but I want to know, is this even possible? Can you create some sub agents and do some in depth research and then just check on it tomorrow? That's kind of the things that you're able to do when you have your phone. When I'm free for 45-minute call this week, you can ask it that, meaning check your calendar, turn everything I just said into one-page PDF proposal, draft the reply for me, but do not send it. So just a heads up, connectors have to be added once on your computer. After that, they work on your phone forever. So set them up on your desk, then use them everywhere. Now, I did want to show you here. If you go into the chat, you will see your new chats. You will also see Cowork. They are two separate things, whereas on your desktop, they're in the chat area. So I just wanted to bring your attention to that. What I mean is when you click on chat, you'll see here in the normal Claude desktop that chat and Cowork are now combined, but you'll also see that they're separate here. That's really the only difference. Also, something else that I did want to let you know, this is only beta right now. It is being rolled out to Claude Max users. So it is not available on the Pro plan yet. If you want to utilize this, you do need to be on the Max plan. But I really want to encourage you to just, even if you're not on the Max plan or you're not ready for the Max plan yet, go ahead and start utilizing it because you can even do it on the free and the Pro plan. So go ahead and start using this. Get into the habit of using this. And then you're going to easily be ready to upgrade because you are going to create so much value for yourself and your business, even your family. Because now you don't have to just be in your office working. You can be working any other time. If you're at a restaurant and you're waiting for the drinks to get there, pick up your phone if you have an idea and then just talk to Claude and flush it all out. Use all of this time that you have to build your business and your systems. If you get used to building your system like this, the beautiful part is you have developed a habit that now is increasing your productivity, but it's also increasing the automations that you have in your business, right? Because you were just constantly building, constantly evolving, and streamlining your processes.